So for starters, what is your like legitimate title, I guess, as a profession?
Well, I would love to say that I'm a model, but I feel as though models, you have to be signed to an agency. So for now, I go by influencer, Instagram influencer, content creator, that sort of title.
Oh, cool. And how long have you been doing that?
I'm around, I think, 5 years now.
5 years, wow. Okay, how did you start on Instagram or did you start on YouTube and then which led into which?
So I started on Instagram when we were actually in high school. And it all kind of escalated from there.
Wow, there we go. And then, contrary to popular belief, it seems like a lot of people think that you're either Instagram famous or you're not. They just they don't know how much work goes into that. So there's the Instagram algorithm. How do you, I guess, play that game? How do you fit into the Instagram algorithm?
Well, one does not really fit into the algorithm, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I wish, but you just kind of have to see what your audience likes. I think primarily that's really what you need to do. You need to make content that people want to engage with, because I think the rule technically is that if you have like comments that are over 3 words within the first 3 minutes of your post, if you have around like 5 or 6 of them, your post is bumped up and shown to like around 80% of your followers rather than like 30% of your followers.
Wow.
So it has to be a very appealing picture.
Okay.
And people really need to be like ready to comment like instantly.
That's wild. Okay, I had no idea about that actually. Yeah. That's super interesting.
It's crazy.
Yeah. When did you start doing like partnerships with I guess different brands? I know you just had a huge line with Hot Topic. Yes. Was that like a nationwide thing for you, or was that?
Yeah, it was. Okay. It was nationwide, and also in Canada. That was sick. I started, like, I guess, making money and like partnering with brands in January of this year. So it's only really been almost a year now.
Okay.
And that process is like, it's different for every person on the internet, obviously. Like, some people have agencies, like some people like have all of their gigs like through a manager. But for me, I just kind of like reach out on my own, or I just kind of wait and I just let my content do the talking. And that's kind of how I try to tackle my career, I guess, my strategy.
Yeah. And like, so again, like you said, sometimes you'll reach out to them. Are there any times they'll reach out to you, or you will sort of take the first step? And I know sometimes, like, say you just had your thing with True Religion. Say you would have just owned True Religion clothing and you decided to go out with your friend, go do a shoot and wear True Religion clothing, not connected to the actual brand in any way, go out, shoot, do the photos, and then tag them in it. Is there anything like that you've done like that, or?
Clothing wise, no, but I believe that like that's easier to do with makeup brands. That's kind of how you get recognized by makeup brands. Okay. I'm only affiliated with one makeup brand right now. I think that's how they found me, because I would just like obsessively tag like their account on my posts. I was like, please send me makeup. I can't afford this anymore. Yeah. That's
cool. So you get, essentially, I mean, I guess in a very general sense, you get free stuff sent to you, you take photos with it, and then tag them in it.
I mean, it's cute to say that it's free stuff, but like you have to work for like absolutely everything that you get sent.
No, exactly.
So it's like it's free, but like
at the same time you've got to use all of it, and use the same thing with Doc Martens. I saw that you had the release with Doc Martens. Okay, cool, awesome. And hold on, guys, don't leave yet. Just give me 1 second. I just wanted to give a quick thank you to Geekoto. Geekoto is this amazing photo essentials and accessories company. Every interview, every video you guys have seen on my channel here have all been shot on Geekoto equipment, whether that's the carbon fiber tripod or the softbox lighting kit. All of it has been Geekoto. All of their stuff can be found on Amazon. It's really durable, and best of all, it's really affordable. I mean, like, really affordable. So anyone who's on a budget, any videographer, photographer who's on a budget, who am I kidding? We all are. You need to go check this out. It's on Amazon, and that's Geekoto, Geekoto on Amazon. Truth be told, they're not even asking me to do this plug. I just believe in the company that much. So without further ado, back to our regular scheduled programming. Wait, what was your first, I was going to ask you, what was your first campaign, I guess, with what brand?
My first campaign was, I think, with Doc Marten, actually.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, they were the first brand that ever paid me to do anything.
That's crazy. So they just reach out to you and then take the photos. Okay.
It's so funny. I like got the email and it was Dr. Martens, and I've only ever heard Doc Martens.
Doc Martens, exactly.
So it just like sat in my inbox for like a month.
Okay.
And then I was like going through, and then I was like, that's not. There's no way. And then I opened it and I was like, oh.
That's wild.
That's Dr. Martens.
God.
The doctor himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
That's got to be incredible to see yourself on such a huge blow up, or even like if there's an ad on social media for Doc Martens, you're like, holy shit, that's me. And then the same thing with the Hot Topic. I mean, you were in stores again, Canada, all across the U.S. It like
that was the only one that like really like
kind of shook you.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, that's me.
Yeah, it
was so surreal, but so cool.
That's crazy. And how did the one with Pierce the Veil come along? Because I know you are there. Yeah.
Well, that wasn't really a job for me because they're my friends. So Vic just kind of asked me one day, he was like, do you want to model for us? And I was like, yeah, of course.
That's wild. That's so cool.
It was so fun.
Okay.
We all went on the shoot. It was such a fun time. Okay.
And then you're also, I dare to say, Twitter famous. I hate using that sort of term, but
I guess I'm Twitter relevant.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, no, that's a much better term. I like that.
Kinda, sorta, lightly.
Yeah.
That, I mean, I'm not super focused on Twitter. It's kind of just for me to like fuck around. Like,
yeah, exactly. Post funny things.
Yeah.
I've always seen Twitter as the shower thoughts app. It's sort of things that you're just like, oh, it's a funny one-liner.
I just don't know how people make money off of it. Truly.
Yeah, no, exactly. I get what you're saying.
I also don't know how people get popular off of, but that's, as an Instagram person, it's not my territory to know.
Exactly. And you do make YouTube videos as well, but you I've seen you cross into the territory of IGTV.
Yes.
I know that sort of bleeds into the algorithm as well, because you have to use all of their assets to a certain extent.
Right.
When did you start doing YouTube?
I started doing YouTube around the same time as I started doing Instagram. That's something that I want to like be more consistent with, but unfortunately, it's just a lot of work to just do Instagram by itself anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Because most YouTubers aren't really influencers per se. They just get brand deals and they have their partners take photos of them with their iPhones, and it's like that's like acceptable.
Yeah.
But for me, since it's my primary occupation, I have to go a little bit like above and beyond.
Absolutely.
So content for like 2 websites is sometimes just like...
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, I can't stress enough that people on a very general sense see that and they go, oh, that's got to be so easy. And it's like, it's absolutely not. It's because you're your own boss.
I feel as though it is and it isn't. I hear my friends complain about their jobs and I'm like, I could not do that. Like, people are so strong in like the jobs that they do. I mean, I work at my own leisure, my own hours, so that's really cool. It is really difficult to come up with the ideas. You just have to have a very creative brain, and you have to be very organized and also just like primarily just driven. Like if you're not driven, you're not doing anything.
No, exactly.
It's just simply not going to work.
Yeah. You're constantly sort of pushing it, but you edit all of your own stuff then. So if you do like a video or something like that, you're editing all of it on yourself. Wow. Okay.
Film, edit, all of it.
That's wild.
Color correct.
Color correct, absolutely.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a task.
No, absolutely. And I'm gonna tread lightly here. What ethnicity are you?
I am Indian.
Okay.
I guess.
Perfect.
Straight up.
Okay, awesome. Because again, that's a very be careful. But obviously in 2019, there's a strong movement with putting Indian women and just sort of women of color, I dare I say, I mean that's okay, to put them in ad campaigns, that sort of thing. Do you think that's the company sort of putting it out as like I don't know, it's like they're just cashing in on the big movement, or do you think,
Yeah, I mean most of the companies that I work with, I don't think are doing that, just because my content is like pretty similar to whatever they would want me to do. But there have definitely been like trips that I've been on and like certain shoots where I'm the only like brown person there, and I'm like, great, I'm the token, wonderful, glad to be here.
No, exactly.
And like I'm clearly treated like extremely differently because like it's like the hot white girl, like that's the move, like always,
Yeah.
always.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just kind of like here, like to be representation, but like.
Yeah. It's sort of like a sense of like, I feel like they could be just trying to cover their own ass and be like, see, we have, you know,
Yeah.
sort of like very diverse, and it's.
Oh my God, that brown girl in the back. Yeah, no, we have her. We hired her. She's here.
Yeah, and that's absolutely ridiculous. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, at the same time, it's just such a crazy thing to feel that, or.
It's truly awful.
Yeah, no.
It's truly the worst.
Yeah.
But the world will change. I have hope.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and so I mean, moving forward from here, what do you want to do outside of modeling? Is there like, do you want to do acting or anything else, sort of creative wise, photography? What is?
I really want to go into music.
Okay.
So I've been like writing a lot for a few years now, actually, and so eventually, probably like in the next year or two, I'm gonna start making some music. So that's
Oh, wow.
one thing that I'm doing. I also am working on starting a charity in India.
Wow.
That's in the works as well.
Okay.
That'll take a few more years to like get up and
Yeah.
at it, obviously, because it's buying
Yeah.
a space, like blah 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 blah, is like just horrifyingly difficult, especially when you're like not even in the country. So
No, absolutely.
but those are the two main projects that I've been working on.
Okay.
Hopefully do more like video content, but
Okay.
that's a very general idea that I have.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's perfect because if nothing else, doing all of this content and doing the modeling, it at least puts you in touch with people that can sort of, it makes moving forward a lot easier, I guess, as opposed to someone
Totally.
who's just, I want to make movies, I want to make music. It's like
Right.
at least now you're sort of put in the same pool as these people. so
Exactly. Yeah,
that's cool.
it's good
Yeah.
to just do everything, honestly, and you meet just like every kind of person. It
Yeah.
makes it just so much more simple.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for talking with me.
Yeah,
This was great.
thank you so much for
Thank
having
you.
me. I'm so excited.
There we go. I'm excited to see what you have to do.
Thanks.
Yeah.